In this video, we're going to solve this linear system. Remember that solving a linear system just requires you to find the a and b value that will make both equations true. So here you can see that I've numbered my equations, equation 1 and equation 2. And equation 1 is 3a plus 2b equals 4. Equation 2 is 2a plus b equals 6. And I'm going to solve this step by step so that you can follow along. The first step is to rearrange one of the equations to isolate a variable. Now in this case, I'm going to rearrange equation 2 to isolate for b. And the reason I'm going to do that is there's no coefficient on b. There's no number in front of it. So rearranging it will be easier than rearranging any other variable in any other equation. And in order to do that, I'm just going to move the 2a to the other side. And if I do that, it must become a negative 2a, because if it's positive on the left, it must be a negative on the right. And that will give me b is equal to 6 minus 2a. And so step 1 is finished. I've just rearranged the second equation to get b all by itself. My next step is to substitute equation number 2, the rearranged one I just made, into equation number 1 as b. So I'm going to color code it so you can see what I'm doing here for this next step. Now I have a line that looks like this. 3a plus 2 times 6 minus 2a equals 4. Now, you might be wondering, where does that 6 minus 2a come from? Well, that's actually my b value that was rearranged in the first step. So instead of writing b in equation 1, I write 6 minus 2a. And when I do this, I no longer have any b values in the equation, which allows me to do step number 3, solve for a. Because all I have is a and an equal sign, one variable, one equation, I can now solve for the variable. And that's what I'm going to do. So this next line is just me simplifying the brackets. I have 3a plus 2 times 6, which is 12, and then 2 times negative 2a, which is negative 4a, and that equals 4. In this next line, I'm going to collect my like terms. So 3a minus 4a is negative a, and then I still have my plus 12 equals 4. I want to isolate a, so I'm actually going to move that 12 to the other side. And when I do that, the 12 becomes a negative. So I have negative a equals 4 minus 12. Simplifying a little bit further, I get negative a equals negative 8. Now I want to know what positive a equals, so I'm going to divide both sides by negative 1. And if I do that, then a equals 8. But I'm not finished yet, because solving the linear system requires me to have the a value and the b value. Now I need to do step number 4, which is substitute the a value I just calculated into either equation 1 or equation 2. And it doesn't matter which one you substitute it into, it's going to get you the same answer either way for the b value. So I'm actually going to substitute it into the rearranged equation that I made in the first step of the solution, because b is already isolated and ready to be solved for. So if I do that, then I get an equation that looks like this. b is equal to 6 minus 2 times 8. And again, that 8 used to be an a, but since I know what it is now, I'm just going to substitute it in. And then all I have left is one step. Solve for b, because I have one equation and one unknown, and I can now solve. So b is equal to 6 minus 2 times 8, which means b is equal to 6 minus 16, and of course that means b must be equal to negative 10. So the solution to the linear system would be a equals 8 and b equals negative 10, but let's check that we did it right by substituting into both equations and making sure the algebra works. So looking at equation 1, we have 3a plus 2b equals 4. If I substitute in my a and b values, I get 3 times 8 plus 2 times negative 10 equals 4. If I simplify this, I get 24 minus 20 equals 4. And of course, 24 minus 20 is 4, so 4 equals 4, and the left side equals right side, and it works for equation 1. Now let's check if it works for equation 2 as well. So equation 2 is 2a plus b equals 6. If I plug in my a and b values that I now calculated, I will get 2 times 8 plus negative 10 equals 6. If I simplify, I get 16 minus 10 equals 6, and of course 6 equals 6, and therefore the left side equals the right side, and this linear system works. Therefore, my solution is a equals 8 and b equals negative 10, and I've just checked my answer as well.